Hello. Hello. How are we doing? Why can I still hear that? Okay, there we go. How are we doing? Hope we're all good. Just a quickie today. Got my little train house. Why this is so tight, by the way. It is ridiculously small. It's actually like I can feel it constricting my head a little bit. It's a little bit worrying actually. But yeah, I got my train driver card. You can see I'm a licensed train driver. There's even the National Rail logo at the bottom there. I'm not even sure they're allowed to do that technically, but nevertheless, we've got it. You just give me 1 second while I go live on TikTok. If I can figure it out. There we go. Alright. Are we all good? Are we all doing well? Yeah? No? Maybe? Hope we are. Yeah, just a quickie today. Today, the London Mildmay DLC's come out, Train Sim World. So we'll give it a little run. It is only a small one, compared to some of the others at least. But it's good. I've given it a bit of a test run through. It's really good. As always, I should say that I did get the key for this for free. But you know, my thoughts are my own, as they say. There should be a hashtag ad thing somewhere. I don't think I can put that on TikTok for some reason, which is a little bit annoying actually. Do let me know if the levels, etc., are good. I'm a little bit worried about that. If they're not, I'm sorry. We'll fix it. I also need to really quickly... I think I've got to do this. Yeah, I did. Okay, that's fine. Turn that down so we get a little bit less framiness. He's got his hat on. Welcome in, Adam. How are you doing? You just give me 1 moment while I unlock the doors. Chuck the old headlights on. And just set the train up before we go. I'll also go into here and DSD. Vigilance. US. It's a very annoying sound. Sound gone. There we go. Which Pokemon games is this? Good one, Michael. Welcome in. Good one, mate. How are we all doing? Are we all good? It's my first day sitting back at my computer after having a really terrible time with my back, unfortunately. I poo-pooed my back last week, and it's only just getting better. It's taken like a week to recover. It was a week ago today that I got so not good. So this route goes from Willesden Junction, if I'm pronouncing that right, to Stratford. So it goes right through the centre of London. It's really good, very, very detailed, and the kicker with this as well, folks, it was made by one person. It's a solo developer that's made this, so everything that you're seeing right now, I'm gonna close the doors. Everything you're seeing right now, it's been made by one person. This isn't a team job. This is someone's just done it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that just crazy? I'm going to try my absolute hardest not to break any speed limits, etc. It should take about 45 minutes. That's all I've really got time for today. It's pancake day, as you all know, so I do have to make some pancakes at some point. As you can imagine. It's a train game. It is a train game. Do you like the hat, Adam? It's really tight. It's so ridiculously small. It is meant for adults, but I've got a massive head, is my problem. So it's just a little bit... It's a little bit constricting. Yeah, pancakes, flour, egg, water, great stuff. Super stuff. Bit of lemon and sugar, perhaps, Mike? Look at that, by the way, folks. The old Route Master bus is on here as well. Isn't that nice? I've only ever been to London once, so this is not a place I'm familiar with. Although it does go past London, King's Cross, and St Pancras at one point, which I have been to. It looks charming. Thank you very much, Adam. We've also got my my lanyard, which says I'm a real train driver, if you can see that. I have also got a high-vis vest that I'm not wearing, because I can't be bothered. It's it's too big. I didn't realise it was going to be so large. It's a very, very large. Right. We're just going to break in here, and then I'm going to turn the volume up because it's really quiet, isn't it? You like how asymmetrical the cockpit is? I'll show you why it's asymmetrical. So this is the class 377, I believe. I think. I should have that information with me, actually. In fact, I do have it open somewhere. Just give me a moment. Right, let's unlock the doors. I'll show you why. Because, technically, you can pass through here if this sort of dewey here can close over, so it is possible to like actually pass through here. So you can attach more than one of these to each other, if that makes sense. Quite a few trains in the UK are like that. You can sort of see there's the door at the front of it. It's just so you can stick two together. Right, let's get some speed. In the meantime, I'm going to rattle off some info about this, because I forgot to do that before. Feel really bad about it. So, this is made by Johannes from Incredible Trains. Literally, just one person has made all of this. It's a bit mad. What began as a side project during a PhD, using the PC editor and learning Unreal Engine, has since grown into gearing up to release their debut Train Sim World route. They're literally going out there doing side quests, which is really admirable, actually. I couldn't do it. So, you know. I'm going to turn the volume up just a bit. It's a bit quiet, isn't it? Is it a bit quiet? We put it back up to like 80. See how that is? One hell of a way to procrastinate from doing your PhD. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I'll just make a Train Sim World route add-on. It took them, I think it took them about a year, I think. Hiya, Iris. How's it going? Sorry, give me a moment. Adam, you said hi Iris there before I could see Iris's message, so I'm suspecting that I've missed something. Let's unlock the doors. Iris, thank you very much for the donation. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. This month's charity, folks, is the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, Life-Saving Institution. The people that go out on boats and save people that are drowning. That lot. Because they do some good work. I couldn't do it. So that's this month's charity. If you're wondering why we're donating to charity, or doing like a charity thing, just because I'm not bothered about subs and stuff, so I'm sort of directing people to do that instead. So, you know, if you were going to sub, I mean, obviously I cannot like force you to not subscribe, but like if you were gonna, you know, your £5 will go a lot further with a charity than it will with me, you know. Well, no, it won't make go further. It'll do more good, if that makes sense. Of course it does. So yeah, thank you very much, Iris. Really appreciate that. Is that a whistle? Is what a whistle? That? Was that really loud, by the way? I'm sorry if it was. Right, here we go. Little bit of a stop. open. Lovely cloudy day. That's me, Irish Amelia, also called Isis on occasion. It's a good name though, Isis. I get, apart from the whole terrorist thing. Like, it's actually, like, by itself, it's quite a good name, I guess. Be lurking. Thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right, off we pop again. I'm just going to rattle off some more of this route thing. So it goes from Willesden Junction to Stratford. Stratford's already in the game. It's the class 378 capital star. Not the 377, which is I think what I said. It's the class 378. So I've made a major boo-boo there. I'm really sorry about that, folks. Can't be helped. I mean, it could be helped. Could have fucking read the thing, but you know, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of Train Sim World routes coming out in the near future. Like, more than I can ever remember there being at any one point. You've got... So this has just come out, and then I think in the next month there's going to be the Cardiff City Network is coming out. The Netherlands route is coming out, which we're all really looking forward to, because it's Gundy's hometown. I should probably find the roadmap, shouldn't I? Here we go. Also, the Thomas, the tank engine DLC that they're doing is coming out at some point within the next few months, potentially. As well as the Frankfurt S-Bahn. I don't really know what that is. I don't know German stuff so well. There's a lot coming out. It's because it's like third parties do a lot of it. I think the Dutch one is actually Dovetail themselves that are doing it. But I can have a look in a second, actually. So this was done by Incredible Trains. Thomas and Friends is done by Dovetail Games. Cardiff City Network is apparently also done by Dovetail Games. I think actually all these are coming up by Dovetail Games. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. If I'm looking, if the roadmap's got all that information on it, which I think it should do. I think they're all Dovetail ones coming up. Finchley Road. You can really tell it's London, can't you? With names like Finchley, and there's a name that comes up in a bit that I'd never heard of. And I was just like, that's such a Londonish name for a place, you know. You can just imagine someone Crunchley. Yeah, it's one of those sorts of things. Just sounds like a place that someone would make up. Isn't it lovely? Fuck me, that's loud. Right, let me have a look back at this thing again. I keep reading it and then getting distracted. We've got a few seconds to kill. I'm ahead of schedule. Oh, let me find which one it was. Was it Hackney Wick? I think it was Hackney Wick. Yeah, Hackney Wick. That's such a London-y kind of name, isn't it? I think the next stop is Hampstead Heath. If this map is correct that I'm looking at. And then after that, I believe it's Gospel Oak, which is in one of the other DLCs. Right, let's crack on. Keep looking out the window because I have got an Amazon thing turning up today, which I'm not pleased about. I bought a new phone and I've been looking like at a good place to get phone cases. Like a good company does good phone cases, not just like your standard £3 ones you get on eBay. And everyone online seems to be mentioning one specific company. That you can get them in the UK, but they only sell on Amazon, which is not great. But like, if it's literally the only option for a good phone case, you can't skimp on a phone case, can you? I might have to answer the door. No, not during the stream. No, it's. I think it's. Well, actually, why am I looking at the door window? I don't think it's turning. Oh yeah, it's not going to turn up for like ages. I don't know what I'm talking about. Forgive me. It's actually running really quite smooth, isn't it? It's only a small. So it's like a. I don't know how long it is. I think it's like a 12-mile route. I think they said, which in the scheme of like Train Sim World DLCs is not that much. Considering like the West Coast Mainline one that came out the other month was like nearly 100 miles, which is crazy. Oh, it's like over 100 miles, I think it might have been. But there's like 18 stations on it, so it's short, but it lasts quite a while. It's like a 45-minute journey. Like one standard trip is about 45 minutes. So it's pretty good actually in the terms of like the length of time. It's short and sweet though. Is the game alright? Levels? Are they good? You're gonna have to excuse me like squinting whenever I'm looking at the... I've got this new key light and I'm really not used to having it like right there. You can actually see how much of a difference it makes if I turn this off now. Like it's night and day, so to speak. But it's just taken me a while to get used to the lighting. It's so bright that I've actually got the brightness of like my webcam. Like the compensation's on -2, which is really quite dark. I never normally have it that dark. It's normally on somewhere between -0.5 and +0.5. It still feels really quiet. Should we get some... There we go. Get some sounds. Oh crap, 20 mile an hour. Missed that. I completely missed that. That's my fault. Too busy arsing about. So Gospel Oak, I believe. Well, I mean, no, I know it's in one of the other DLCs, but I believe it's this line over here. I think. I could be wrong actually. I feel like it's this one. I could be making that up. I might be making that up. I don't know. Shouldn't. Shouldn't just lie about this stuff, should I? Oh, cheeky drink. It's quite strange this route. I've noticed that the first couple of stops, you tend to be behind schedule by like maybe about a minute or something like that, and then once you get to around here, you're sort of sat waiting for it, like a minute or two each time. I assume is how it is in real life. It's just quite odd. You get a bit of a drive-by. It's also one of those ones that's got those like an oddly unresponsive horn. Like some of them, you can, with the horn, you can, like if I tap, I don't know if you can hear me like tapping it, but with some of them, like when you tap the button, it will do the horn, like with no latency or anything like that. But with this one, like you can't do it rapidly. I don't know if that's by design or. I haven't got a clue. I just noticed that some trains are like that and some aren't. I don't know what. I don't know why. What I also like about this route, in this direction at least, is the further in you go, it's like you're slowly going into London, like the centre of London, and I really like that. You can see all the. Is that the Gherkin over there? There's the Shard. There's that one that I always forget the name of. Big tower there, but I don't know the name of. It's a plane. But you sort of go from the outskirts, obviously, into the centre of London, and I just like that. Something that I like in real life as well. When you're on a train going into a new city, and it slowly becomes more and more built up. I do like that. How many different types of train have I driven? Oh, a lot. Probably 15, 20, something like that. I would have thought. Maybe? I don't know, I've never counted. It's more than a dozen. Do they ever get flight sim sorted?
If you see anything
Yeah, the next day it was fine. Are you talking about, because when I streamed it, it was like stuck in that download thing? It was fine the next day. And I just mucked about in it for like 20 minutes and then stopped because I wasn't really that bothered, as it turned out. I haven't got Game Pass anymore anyway, so. I actually uninstalled it yesterday because I was going through games that I was like, I've not even got Game Pass anymore, why have I still got this? I don't plan on getting Game Pass again, for a while at least. See it, say it's sorted, good stuff to download. Welcome in, mate. How's it going? How you doing? You alright? You familiar with London? You're familiar with London, aren't you? I believe. Show me then. Show you what, leopard. Welcome in. What am I showing you? You love that hellhole city? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? He says he's been there once. The lanyard? Oh, you want to see the lanyard? Let me just pull into the station first then. I just want to nail this. Nice. Here you go, Let. This is my lanyard. Consider that. I can't really bring it closer because, I mean, it's literally around my neck, but. You like it? Yeah? There's a bit of a problem with it. I've noticed that it's got the National Rail logo on it, which is covered by my thing. It's just there at the bottom. But the National Rail logo. Yet the train is a Deutschbahn train, which is German. So, if accuracy is your thing, I wouldn't recommend buying this lanyard even. But as a little £5 toy, it's a toy, you know what I mean? It's actually pretty good. I would know that, train boy. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, if yeah, I would know that, Lep. What's your point? Hope somebody got fired from that blunder. Why no piss? I sent Leopard a screenshot of someone asking why no piss in a Train Sim World stream, because I knew he'd find it funny. I don't know if I want to ruin it for you, Leopard, but he didn't mean literally piss. Unless he did. PIS is short for Public Information System. Because of course it is. You assumed it. Okay, you assumed it. I didn't want to potentially ruin it for you until I just did. You know. It is funny if you don't know. That's true. It's a little bit laggy here. Just a tad. Just a little bit framey. I have got it on like completely ultra settings and all that, so you know, it is what it is. That's my fault. What about mannequin? What's that tournament? It's where you go like mannequin these nuts or something like that, and you've got me really good. Is that the thing that you're doing? You might be going to Belgium? What for? Is it waffle day? Folks, what are we having on our pancakes tonight? And why is it lemon and sugar? I'll tell you why it's lemon and sugar, because nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. Thousands of years of civilization, no one's come up with a better topping than lemon and sugar. It's amazing, isn't it? It's because it can't be beaten. Oh, fuck that one, by the way. Just, well, you know what, that's fine actually, I don't care. Mannequin piss is a statue of a pissing boy in Brussels. How do you know that? Right, here's what Leopard says. It's pancake day, by the way, folks, just for context. Leopard says, I'm not having pancakes because I'm not a fucking idiot with no taste. They're pointless. The only good bit is the topping. So why would you make it? Pisses me off so much, no joke. Lep, you're lucky this is a sponsored stream, otherwise I'd be saying all sorts to you. I'd be saying all sorts, mate. But I'm professional, so I'm not. Sweet or salt? Savoury pancakes? Oh, fuck off the lot. You fucking freaks. Honestly, you get one day a year where you can just have loads of sugar as a meal and it's fine. And you will have savoury pancakes. Fucking grow up. Why don't you? It's embarrassing. Also, like, you could say that about so many things. You could say that literally about toast or bread. What's the point of bread? You might as well just have all the toppings or the fillings. I suppose bread, isn't it? This is toast. Hiya, Snore. Welcome in Trains. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. Nice to get a little bit of positivity in the stream for once, actually, Snore. Instead of people poo-pooing pancakes because their lives are whimsyless. That's what it is. You will lead whimsyless lives. And it shows. And that's the tea. So I can't remember where it was, but at some point in here you can see the London Stadium. I don't remember. I think it's further in. Because it's in the Olympic thing, isn't it? You can have sugar any day of the year. Why are we restricting it to one made-up day? All days are made-up fruits. All days are made up. Do you know, it's one of those things where I've sort of been like, oh, why do we only ever have Pancake Day on like pancakes on Pancake Day? First of all, I don't. I have pancakes several times a year. Pancake Day is just the one time a year that everyone does it. I have pancakes all fucking time. Second of all, because it's just fun. It's nice to collectively do something with the nation. You know, that's not fucking clapping for the NHS. Or mourning someone. Let's all have a fucking pancake. You know? It is, well, I think it's fun. Like, personally, I think it's fun. I think it's quite fun to have pancakes for dinner. If you don't, that's fine. Crap, I need brick. Maybe you wanted to poo-poo trains. You don't know trains are mint. Trains are mint. You're absolutely right. Good on you for saying that. To unlock the doors. I agree we should collectively do things with emotion. We should do that to destroy the fash rather than something useless like make and eat pancakes. Well, tell you what, Fruits. Well, I'm having pancakes for my dinner. Why don't you go out and beat up a Nazi then? How about that? How about you lead by example? Or how about we have pancakes for tea and then we fucking go out and beat up some Nazis? This is a bit like... Can you say this on Twitch? Probably not actually known, but never mind. Yeah. Why not for breakfast? Well, you can have literally nights. There's been pancake days where I've had pancakes for all 3 meals. You'll have the little Scotch pancakes for your breakfast, and then for dinner you maybe have like the sort of pre-made ones that have like the little holes in them, if you remember those. And then for your dinner you make some yourself. That's what I do sometimes. Not today. I've not had anything for dinner today. We'll have the pancakes, you dismantle the right wing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tornado. You get it. After a few years, it could just be the thing that we do, like the way that in Japan they have KFC at Christmas. Like it's just associated with that day. You know? Hope you slip and it goes on the floor. Alright. What are you having for dinner then, Let? Shame there's no national fucking peas on toast day. Innit? You going through the kind of squinty eye thing from the key light? Yeah. It's on quite bright at the moment. It's on like, well, it's on 40%. Which is the brightest I can have it plugged into this specific port. But it's as bright as it needs to be. But yeah, I'm going through it a little bit. 30 seconds early again. Where are we? Dalston, Kingsland, folks. Enemies to get off. Look at the ticket machines and stuff in there. It's pretty good. You having chippy tea in protest? Oh, could you imagine having a chippy tea but all wrapped in a pancake? That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? That'd be good. That would be good, wouldn't it? Just get like chippy tea and just have it wrapped in a pancake. I guess it's not that much different from having something wrapped in a Yorkshire pudding, which seems to be a thing that is a thing now. I just missed a call. No, my phone's just woken up for some reason. Do you want to see my new phone, folks? It's purple. Can you believe it? Wait, it's lilac. And it's smooth. It's so strange having a phone that can boot up TikTok without crashing 3 times before it finally works. It's so strange. It's just so weird. I've had my old phone was, I think my phone originally came out in like 2018, and then I think I bought it a year later, so I've had it for like 6 years. But it's on its last legs. It's so slow. Yeah. I had a roast in a Yorkshire pudding a few months ago. Was it good? I've never had one, but I can imagine it being really good. I mean, it's just a roast dinner, but in a different order, really, isn't it? You can't really get it wrong. This hat is really squishing my head. You know, when I take this off, it's going to be so much relief. It's such an incredibly tight hat because I've got a big head. Acne Central. Yeah, it's a nice shiny phone. I'm just waiting for a phone case that's turning up later today. And a screen protector, which should be nice. Nice. Oh. Yeah, you should get a nice view of London, but look at all that over there. I'll ignore that. It was much better conceptually than physically. The reality of it is not just as it is just not as good as you want it to be. Here's my opinion, Tall Nerd. I know you didn't have one, you had a roast dinner, but that's how I feel about going to the chippy. 9 times out of 10, the thought of going to a chippy is better than the actual food when you get it, isn't it? Occasionally you get it when it's completely perfect and it's just like, oh my god, I needed this. But more often than not, when you go to a chippy, it's just not as good as it is in your head. And I'll die on that hill. And you could say you need to go to a better chippy, and you're probably right, but I've been to all the ones around here, and I've had the same feeling from all of them, even the fucking expensive one that used to be Harry Ramsden's. And it's now called something else.
Mine's the gap between the train and
The Weatherby Whaler, I think. Hardly know her. Just kind of doxed myself a little bit there, but if you're a keen watcher of the stream, you'd have doxed me long ago. So I'm not really that concerned by it. We're going to need to see your head. We're going to need to see your head on the cane when you take the hat off, then inspect us. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm confused by what you meant originally. But the London Stadium's over there with this thing, because that's an Olympic thing for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Sometimes the chippy's just a bit shit. Yeah, once it's soggy. A lot of that is like when you're transporting it though. There's a chippy near me that's really nice. But when you order, like, if you order like a fish and chips, they put the fish in with the chips instead of wrapping it separately. And 5 minutes in the car and it's just sog central. It's very unpleasant. It's a real shame. Set off a bit early there, cheeky. There's a few Weatherby Whalers in the wider area. Oh, is there actually? I thought it was just a local thing. So the Harry Ramsden, it used to be Harry Ramsden's, and it was like, it was the first one. But they sold it like 10 years ago or something like that. But it's so expensive. It's not even, for like what it's worth, it's not even that good. Now arriving at Sog Central. I swear, the best chippy that I've ever been to is Butler's in York. And the price is so reasonable for like the amount that you get. It is the best chippy I've ever been to. It is just unbeatable. There used to be one in Headingley called Brian's. Real ones were at Brian's. 25 miles an hour, fuck it. But I think they sold that, and it's got some daft name now, like the Fisherman's Wife or something like that. But we went on Brian's was so good. Brian's, the chippy, was so good that we went on a school trip to Brian's. And we saw how they made fish and chips. And then we sat, because it was one of those fish and chip shops that was like a little bit posh. So it had a takeaway bit, but then it also had like a seated bit where you could like sit in. And on the school trip, we all got to sit in and have some fish and chips. It was so good. That was in Headingley. I'm trying to think there's near the road that's on. I can't remember. It's not far from Cottage Road in the cinema. If anyone knows what the hell I'm talking about, if you don't, just ignore it. It's not far from the Arndale, Tall Nerd. It's probably a 5-10 minute walk from the Arndale. Look it up on Google Maps. I think it's called the Fisherman's Wife now. It's about 5-10 minutes walk north of the Arndale. The road that the Arndale's on, Otley Road. If you just keep following that up, there's a little road that comes just off it to the right.
May I have your attention, please? Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in use at this station.
It's
for your
just
personal
not far
safety
from Cottage
and
Road.
security.
Just a bit further north. Have a look on Google. I don't know what it's called now. I seriously don't know if it's called Fisherman's Wife anymore. But yeah, what a chippy. It was like, it was the real deal, Brian's. It was the real deal. There was another chippy. I don't know if it's still there. There's another chippy just by the Arndale. It's just like in a house. It just looks like a house, but it's a chippy. I don't know what it's called though. I've never been there. That's only a couple of minutes away from it. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, I'll have to stop in a second actually. Oh yeah, we're at the final stop already, can you believe it? Walking distance chip is usually better. Yeah, exactly. You haven't had time to sweat. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Gotta pay attention here. Review for the Weatherby Whaler from David H. Great place for fish and chips. No pun intended. That's quite good. That's quite droll, actually. It is good, but it's not like good enough for them to warrant like the price that they charge. It's a premium. I love the sound of that going over the joints. Oh, straight through. Lovely stuff. When I did this the first time, I had to stop and wait here for a couple of minutes, so it's nice that I've picked a service where we don't have to do that. Best for me was in an old lean-to on a terrace street, very much a frying, dripping and wrapping newspaper kind of place that would probably fail food safety inspection now because of woke. Yeah. No longer exists because the owners are long dead. That is a shame. Some of the best places are like that though. Not like with dead owners, but I mean like, you know, just like kind of hidden from view, not particularly flashy. It's just like in an old house or something like that. Hiya, Dutchy. Welcome in. How you doing? Lovely to see you. It's a bit boring around this, when I say boring, but it's one of those routes that's if you really want to do like a nice commuter thing with like stops every half a mile, like the London Underground one, but not underground. Hence why it's called Overground. It's one of those. It's really good for that. It's not a high speed. I think the highest speed you go is like 45 miles an hour or something like that. So it's definitely not a high speed one. But look at that. We've done that like 2 minutes early as well. Super duper stuff. Right. Let's open the old doors and let's actually turn the train off. Because I think that's a classy thing to do. Ooh, you know. There you go. There's probably something else that I've missed. Probably all these things can go back to being isolated. They wouldn't. I don't think they actually would be on a real train, to be honest with you. But would they? No, they probably wouldn't be. Anyway, let's lock the doors as well. It's a bit claustrophobic. It is a little bit, isn't it, Dutchy? I'll show you. Oh crap! I have to do that so I can close the doors again. Don't I? Crap! What have I done? Yeah, that's why. Fuck me for trying to do the right thing, eh? There you go. Look at that. I think we sped like once there. But look at that one, Cannonbury, 0.005 yards. That's got to be a record. That has got to be a record for us in terms of stop accuracy. I've never got. I'm screenshotting that. I'm so proud of that. I've never got. What's 0.005 yards? What's that in centimeters? You know, 0.4 centimeters. What's that in millimeters? Let's do it in. I was 4.5 millimeters from perfection at Cannonbury. The length of your hair, exactly, Michael. That's I've never got anywhere near that close before. That is insane. Hope that's not a bug. Yeah, the cockpit. I'll show you why, Dutchy. Let's go free roam for a bit. There's the train in there, by the way. But the idea is that you can close. I mean, I don't think you can actually do it in this. But the idea is that you can sort of close this hatch over, and you can walk through it. So this is actually a door there at the front of it. As you can see. So it kind of has to be like very squished in, but a lot of trains in the UK are like that. They just do be like that. What we've also got is an unbranded train here, which is something that I don't think they've really done much of, Trains in World, but I think they might be starting to do it because they've sort of realised that like having unbranded trains is better than having no trains. So there's a 720 there. But it's unbranded, but it looks like the brand it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. I don't know what brand it's supposed to be honest with you. But yeah, so it's got that. They've also got in this. I don't know where it is exactly, but they've got the DLR. They've got like DLRs in here. Don't run on tracks in real life, folks. If you're doing this in a game, it's fine. Got some tube stop over there. They have also got like a DLR, which is like a driverless thing, I believe. It's pretty good. There's Chinese and towns like that. It's an old terraced house on a side street. Yeah. In fact, yeah, the one that's close to me actually, Hong Kong Supercook 2, which Michael found really funny. I'll see you later, Michael. Sorry, I didn't see that. Good luck with the interview. If you can still hear me. Is there another one? What's that train? What is this? It's oh, I see Elizabeth line. Nice. Yeah, I was in this. It is a little bit framey, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure what way to be honest with you. I guess it's just like sitting in London, a lot of trains nearby. The resolution of that is not great, I must admit. Does that actually get better the closer you get to it, or is it always like that? Ooh. I think it's always like that. That's not fantastic, but I think because I'm playing on a preview build. This doesn't come out on Steam until I think 6 PM. So I'm playing on a preview build, which might not be the final version. So there might be little fixes that are not in the game. There's the London Stadium. Look, West Ham Stadium, for any football fans interested in that, which I'm sure you all are. I can zoom into it. There we go. Yeah. Hiya, Nerdmo. How you doing? Welcome in. Amir Nat's Whisker. Don't touch those spikes or you'll lose your rings. These things. Where were they? The things at the end of the platform. I found out what they were called in the week. I completely forgot. These things? I forget what they're called, but apparently it's just to deter people from walking across it, which actually I think it does a really good job of it. Strangely enough. Saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers there? Nice. Well, actually it's not nice, all that shit. Is that called a version? Big slide next to it, which I'm gonna go on one day. Is that actually a slide? I don't actually know what that is. Is it actually a slide? Whoa. Why is the... Can we fix this? There we go. Oh yeah, it's like a Helter Skelter. What a great song that is, by the way. Beatles. And you can see all London in the background there. It's pretty good. You wouldn't walk over them, that's for sure. And I'll walk over just about anything. Yeah, they did a good job inventing that, didn't they? In my opinion. Anyway, there you go, folks. London Overground, Mildmay. A short but sweet little route, I think. People are sort of... The general consensus, I feel like, from feedback that I've seen, is that people are complaining that the route is too short. Because actually the real life route goes to, I think it's Richmond, or something like that. There's a map somewhere, we'll find out. But it's a solo developer. It's one person has made this, and it started off as like a side project, and then it's turned into this like fully blown thing where they'll probably make quite that much. Crap. But like, you're better off starting smaller than possibly if they, there's no point trying to make it too big and then just not doing it at all, isn't it? And I think a lot of people think or possibly have the assumption that making a boot is a lot easier than it actually is. possibly. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's better to start small. If you can expand it later, which I don't know if the dev has said that he's going to do that or not. Yeah, see, it goes down to Richmond and then Guildford as well. But this route just goes from Stratford to Willesden Junction. Hypothetically, they could add to it. You know, they could add to the route later on. It's not unheard of. There are routes that have come out, and then in the future, when the dev team has had time to do it, whichever dev team it is, they've just added a couple of stations onto the end of it, like they give it normally. That could well happen with this. But it would probably have to happen if they'd made enough money from it originally, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it, because if you just give a free update for it, you're not going to get any extra money for it, if that makes sense, and for a solo developer that's quite a big undertaking. So, you know, we'll see, but there it is. Aiden, just doom scrolling in the office. I want to praise that before I get back to work. Thank you very much, mate. I hope work goes alright for you for the rest of the day. It's not long left at the end of the day, mate. I am going to take the hat off now, actually, and see what the dent is like. Not actually that bad. I'm a little bit quiet. I know, because I'm outside next to all trains. I'm sorry. I was too quiet when I was in the train. It is what it is. I am actually heading off now. It was only a short stream, short and sweet, but we got what we wanted. There you go, folks. You can pick it up on Steam. Encoding overloaded. It's the first time I've had that on this computer. That's not good. Yeah, there you go. You can pick it up on Steam. You can pick it up on. God, I look like I'm balding when I've got my hair like that, don't I? Fucking massive forehead. Steam. I think you can get it on Epic as well, actually. I don't know why you'd want to do that though. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. I would avoid going on the previous gen ones though, because they tend to be a little bit less good. Which it is what it is. But yeah, I will be back at some point. I don't know when. I will do another stream at some point. I do want to do streams of the ones that are coming out like later this month. So possibly the Cardiff City Network, and towards the end of the month the Dutch one, which I know Gundy's excited for, and I'm excited for, because it's his hometown, isn't it? And also maybe the Thomas one when that comes out. I don't know when that's going to be though. So yeah, I'll be back at some point. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Iris, thanks for the donation to charity. I appreciate that. Anything else that I wanted to say? Probably not. No. No, that's it. Alright, folks. Have a good one. Take it easy. Enjoy your pancakes. Or enjoy your regular dinner if you're boring like that. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Right? One more look at that before I go. Isn't it good? Wait, let me actually take it off. Isn't it good? Best £5 I ever spent. Anyway, right, take it easy, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.